What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday night chill stream with Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, Amiibo. My name is Blaze. Thank you for stopping by and being a part of the action today. Today we are voting on the better of the two characters between Bunny and Bianca. Those are the two Amiibo characters we're voting on today. We'll also take a trip through Atlantis and probably also through Sugar Rush and see what's going on. And I will also, I might check in with the other town I've been working on, kind of off and on, see what's been going on. I made a couple of adjustments to it over the last week, so maybe I'll check in with that hacked town too. But my primary focus is my main town right here, which is not hacked, and it's my baby. It's like I took so much care of this baby, so I gotta try to make it, keep it up and running. And I think right now it's got the ordinance, the Happy Town ordinance, whatever it's called, keeps the town clean, so I'm cool there. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So I also am dangerously close to 700 followers, so today we're counting down the followers to see if we make it to 700, and I'll be doing that on every stream until I hit 700, so I'm really excited for that. Starliet and I'm Here to Dance are both in the room. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. I love you both. I'm so glad you're here. And I also put in the title, Beautiful Town Ordinance. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. I couldn't think of the name for some reason. I have a hard time remembering everything all the time. So I wish I had notes. But anyway, so, or like an earpiece. I wish I had an earpiece you guys could just like talk to me through, and I could, and I'll sound like I'm smart all the time. But yeah, so I also wanted I wanted to kind of look at some things in my town and see if I can actually make a couple of adjustments. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now, but I feel like there's a couple things I think I might want to change. So I guess I'll look into that a little bit later on. Let me get these letters out of the way, because I feel like those are bad. And then, yeah, so also I will be looking at getting 700 followers. Hopefully that's cool. Hopefully we'll make that tonight. If not, we've got all week, but it should happen soon, hopefully. And the new town, I haven't really made that many adjustments, but I kind of wanted to show off some of the easier things that I've done. So that'd be cool. Oh, gosh. $50,000. 50,000 bells every month. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure what to do. Someone in town is calling me Sweet Cheeks. Is that a compliment, or have I been attracting bees lately? Poncho? I need to know. That sounds like sexual harassment, sir. I'll file a complaint with Isabel. She'll wash their mouth out with soap, probably. That's hilarious. I'm gonna keep that Poncho letter. That's hilarious. Sweet Cheeks. Never thought I'd see the day. Something to make you more enchanting. Don't be shy. Show off a new side of you that others, including me, are dying to see. Someone has a crush on Poncho. Your dad actually helped me with housework today. If only it could always be like this. I'm your mom, so naturally I know what you like. I wrestled this away from someone at a bargain sale. I don't know what it is. I just kind of grabbed everything. Oh, I wanted to keep that in there. Dang it. Oh, well. Someone has a crush on Poncho. Blue grid tee. Stripe wall. Pink carnations. Mint glasses. What do those look like? Ah, that's funny. Alrighty. So I want to kind of show off what I wanted, what I was thinking about doing in my town. That needs to go. I'm sorry, that's not going to work for me. I hate bamboo sometimes. It just grows wherever it feels like it. It's terrible. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it because of spacing, but there is something I want to do. I was looking at it like while the game was loading up or before I loaded the game up. So this area over here is cool and I like it. But I think I want to like reduce this down to just a 2-path that goes straight up. And then this part of the path right here, I want to reduce it down even further to be right here instead. Or even just like go all the way. So I've got one here and one here. So it would actually start right here. And I could do more with this area down here and have this rock be something too. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but I think it'd be kind of cool just to have a straight path this way and then go straight down. This large area here is nice, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. So it's probably better if I maneuver it a different way. So I'll probably be doing that. I think I have enough hydrangeas and stuff to make that happen. So such a freewheeler. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. What you need now? Chips? Chips would be great. What do you got? Tortilla chips, pickle chips, sour cream and onion, barbecue. What you got? No special events going on. You got to make sure you don't have a sore muscle on days when we do have special events going on. Yes. So these are azaleas. I think pink azaleas, maybe. I think so. Keep those there. But yeah, so anyway, I was going to say the title of today's episode is all about Animal Crossing, the next Animal Crossing. Do we even need the next Animal Crossing? That's a question I was proposing. I'm not sure. So maybe some more people drop in and we'll talk about it, but I'm not sure. So we'll see what others have to say. It's kind of a troll title, so hopefully people come in and have something to say about it and give their 2 or 3 cents and then take off. Or hang out. That's cool. Either way. We're also voting on the better of the 2 amiibo figures, or cards rather, between Bianca and Bunny. Could be a close one. I'm not sure who's going to win that one, to be totally truthful. I think I like Bianca better because she looks cooler. But I think I've interacted with Bunny a lot more, so I know who Bunny is. But that's not really... I don't feel one way or the other about her. I just don't like playing New Leaf anymore right now. I think people are bored with this game. I like watching people play still, though. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm bored with this game, but I do find it hard, like, difficult to... Like, when I'm playing every day, I find it difficult to figure out what I want to do. Aside from, like pet projects, like changing, changing certain things in the town that have been there forever, and just kind of revisualizing what would look better in that place instead. Aside from things like that, I don't have a direction with this town, and my other town, it's going to take so much money to get that town worked up that it's just really hard for me to do that. So, but the question is, if a new Animal Crossing comes out tomorrow, hypothetically, of course, wouldn't it just be the same thing all over again? Or I guess the idea is that there'll be so much more to do in a new Animal Crossing game that you could go in and you could do fishing tournaments for a week, or you could do I guess I don't know. I guess that so if there's going to be more things to do, then it would definitely change the way that you play the game. It's not. It wouldn't really all be about paying off your house at that point. So I think I don't know. I just don't know what to expect from the next Animal Crossing, and since it's been silent lately, um, that can either be a good sign or a bad sign. But I just really don't know right now. Each game has improved upon the last, so hopefully Nintendo has some good ideas. I hope we're not still mayor. We'll have to be able to be in charge of things somehow, but I hope we'll have a new role. Yeah, I agree. I think a new role would be good. Um, I don't know. I mean, maybe Isabel's the mayor and you're like the mayor's assistant, and you actually go around gathering feedback from some of the townspeople to figure out what they want in their town, or maybe it's something. Maybe it's something just different. I'm not sure what else you could be though. I think mayor is kind of perfect for this game. If Nintendo had let you be the mayor in the original game, I think it would have been a much better game. Just because you, like, I feel like in this game it's more so that you should have to work your way up to mayor and not so much like be the mayor fresh off the tracks. Like, I think that would be cool. And then once you become mayor, you can start like making decisions and then like influencing the town in different ways. But you have to work your way up to the mayor. Maybe there's like a an election or something that you have to go through and gain the votes of all the townspeople or something. Or maybe it's just like they just see that you do all this work for the town and everyone loves how you treat them and stuff, so they're just like, you know what, yeah, let's just make him the mayor, it's fine. Or her, him or her. But what if you could like become the mayor and then even further than that, like get elected to like the Senate or something like that? A real quick government history lesson. But the downside is that not all governments function the same way, so it probably wouldn't work in every region. So I think mayor is probably the best. Let's see, where am I? I am Astro TV. I have. Oh, where am I gonna put this? All these stupid eggs are in the way. It's so cool. I don't have the couch, so I've got to do something with these eggs. I've always thought it'd be fun to run an apartment building. We'd still have villagers moving in and out, and then we could also maintain the grounds. That might be okay. I don't know if you guys ever played that game. I think it was like Tiny Tower or something like that, where you basically were in charge of it was like Sim City, but it was like an apartment building, and you had to like, you could have like residential apartments, but you could also have like recreation or like food apartments and stuff, and then you could like build new floors every time you made enough money, so you can keep expanding your tower and keep building new floors. So maybe you could like just collect your villagers that way. I don't know. I don't know if I'd like that to be the only place that villagers live, though. I really feel like their house in the town is far more. Is far. I think it's better to have for them to have a house in their town, but I think that the biggest thing is there's got to be more room. Like, if you compare the maps of all the Animal Crossing games, City Folk had the biggest map, and it was like probably a third bigger than New Leaf, and I'd love for a map that size to come back. So, or bigger than that. I actually want a map four times larger than New Leaf. So, I hope we get something like that. Ronnie Straub, hey, sorry I didn't say hello. I was in the middle of a train of thought. Glad you're here. Glad you stopped by. Um, I can eat this. I'm not gonna though. Plant that. Everything else I need to really sell. Oh, the KK song that I got yesterday. Mambo. So I'm getting closer to getting all the KK Slider songs. I'm really excited for that. One of these days I'll have them all. Maybe we'll have the chance to choose a forest town or a city town. The apartment building would suit the city and the individual houses the forest. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But I think the whole like premise of every Animal Crossing game in the past has been that you live kind of in a forest, but it's not really a forest until you get involved, and then you plant all these trees. Once you plant like all the trees is when Isabelle or whoever says that you have the perfect town. And it makes sense because the original name of the game was Animal Forest. So you really have to like develop this area into a forest type area technically. And I think that's cool. And I think the idea that you live in a forest is kind of neat too. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about a city type town. I've seen some towns in New Leaf that I've been to, like in Dream Towns and stuff, that actually had like city landscapes and roads and street lights and stuff, and they did a really good job. And they had like apartment building looking things too, so I thought that was really cool. So that could be something that they do. But it's looking, I think it's honestly looking more and more like they're not going to announce Animal Crossing at E3. And I'm fine with that, I guess. I'm not like super thrilled, but I guess I'm okay with it. I think I'm gonna just sell these fruits and stuff because I'm never gonna get the stuff I want, so we'll see. But I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do on the next Animal Crossing, and there's some really great ideas from fans out there. And I wonder if Nintendo's even paying attention to those, because I really think that if they listened to some of the fans, they would build the perfect Animal Crossing game without even having to think up their own ideas. So perfect oranges, I have those. Some things about AC will probably never change, like bug catching and fishing, which is fine. But they need some new ideas. We can't just be Mayor in every game now, doing the same projects. I think, and to kind of build on that, I feel like the thing about that is that the one thing I think that's missing from Animal Crossing right now is just more. I think that we've kind of done everything in Animal Crossing. I know I have. I've done everything I wanted to do in Animal Crossing. And I feel like the only thing that I want to do that's different is just more. And by that, I mean like expanding on things like the fishing tournaments, expanding on things. There's actually a really cool video out there about having like a fishing like a shanty kind of at the dock that you actually get to interact with them every day, and there's like fishing quests, there's like daily fishing quests that you can partake in, and if you do enough of them, you can earn like kind of like meow coupons, but they're different. They're only for fishing, and you can use those to buy special furniture and stuff. So you can take on quests and missions for fishing people, which I think is a really cool idea. And I don't mean just like more furniture and more public works projects. I mean like taking things like, if I can find a good example, even like the bug catching contest and stuff, and taking things like that and just expanding on the idea of bug catching. Giving I mentioned an idea a few weeks ago about giving Joan her own like farmers market in the city, um, where she sells like fresh fruits and vegetables that you can plant in your own town, and she does that. She cycles those out all the time. I think just expanding on little things that give the game its charm and making those bigger and better would be great. New villagers, I think that's a good idea. Starlight just said excited to see new villagers. That's something that I think is like most definitely going to happen. There's already 400 of them. I think close to 450. So more villagers is a definite. It's definitely going to happen. And I think it needs to. And I think different like new types of villagers need to be introduced. And I know City Folk did a really good job of introducing like the city landscape and going to the city. But expanding on that too. Like one of the things I liked about the city was the movie theater area, but there really wasn't anything to do other than see Dr. Shulk. But they could do like monthly like shows and presentations. There could be downloadable content where Nintendo does like a presentation or like a play or a show or some kind of thing that the villagers in your town put together for the city. But I think everything that is in Animal Crossing that really isn't paid much attention should be looked at and revamped for the next game. Hoping to run into you, genius. Oh no, you have something of Mira's. I got you. I'm on it. So for instance, a great example right now is I'm going to show you. It's down this way. One of the best examples of something that people rarely pay attention to, but could be amazing if implemented correctly, is right here, the police station. There's so much, I wouldn't say there's pressure to build a police station in your town, but once you have access to the police station, it's like, oh, I want a police station, let's build it. That's awesome. But once you build it, you do absolutely nothing with it. Like I don't even go into this building, and I kind of wish I could tear it down. Like there's no point for it to be there. The lost and found is okay, but there's just nothing. There's nothing there. So I wish they could, like, whether it's you as the player or one of the other players, maybe you could get a job as a police officer and actually patrol your town and take care of little minor disputes that your villagers have, and they'll approach you and say, hey, I had a dispute with Bill the other day, and so you do like a little bit of like, I guess, counseling or something. I don't know. But I think that there's definitely something you can do at this police station that would be more than just a silly lost and found that I never check. And every time I go in there, it's like t-shirts and it's like t-shirts and pitfalls, and I don't want that stuff. So I'm going to read some of your comments. Hold on, I'm going to go back. I feel like they're going to make big changes to the game like they did with the Zelda. There's no way to know either way, though. I wish they'd at least drop a teaser trailer. That'd be cool. More varied and interesting dialogue from villagers would be nice, too. New Leaf kind of dropped the ball in that respect. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have seen the same things being said by multiple villagers, so I guess it would be kind of cool to have better dialogue. I kind of wish they'd go back to their roots on that and implement some of the things villagers say from the GameCube version, because some of that stuff was mean, but I mean, life is life. Not everyone's going to be nice to you, so I think I think it's fine if they're mean to you. It doesn't matter to me. True. It's like that in all the games, and it gets tiring talking to villagers back to back and getting the same dialogue. So also, like, Kix is another character that I rarely interact with. Like, I don't talk to him at all, and I think he's a cool character. I like him, but the shoes that he offers for sale, I don't. The selection isn't really that large, and I feel like it's such a minor detail that I don't really notice um, on my character all that much. So I feel like Kick should have more to do in the next game as well. Let's go find Mira before I forget. I gotta dig this thing up. Stupid dandelions. Get out of here, Bill. I need to hit this rock real quick. Don't you come back over here. I'm glad they brought back a lot of original villagers with the amiibo cards, but they didn't bring back all of them. I'd love to see the rest. Yeah. I think if they're going to do a new personality, that's great, but they can't just do one new personality. There has to be multiples, and if they just do one, it's going to end up feeling the same, because it's going to feel like, oh man, it's going to be like, I have all of the same villagers in my town, and they all say the same things, except for this one that says different things I've never heard before. So once you buy all the shoes you like, there's no need to ever visit Kicks again. Same with Gracie. Yeah, I agree completely. And I like both of those characters. Smug and Uchi. Oh, so too. That's good though. I think they kind of had to in some ways, because they have 400 villagers now, so I think they kind of had to do something like that. But I didn't realize there was 2 of them, so that's good. But still, I feel like I don't interact with those new villager types very often. I gotta plant this 4-leaf clover somewhere. How about, I guess right here, maybe? Uh-oh. You made me wonder about Animal Crossing DLC now. What would that be? Villagers or furniture sets? I don't think villagers are going to be a DLC. Only because I feel like that would be... I don't know how they'd implement that. Like, you... And I don't want it to be like paid downloadable content. That'd be silly. Like you pay for... Well, gosh, now I'm thinking about it. The Welcome Amiibo figures are kind of like paid DLC in a way. You have to pay money to get the card, and then once you have the card, you can invite the villager into your campground, and then you can invite them to live to your house or to move to your town. So it kind of is paid DLC, and they slipped it. They slipped it right in. I had no idea. Wow, good job, Nintendo. You released DLC in a way that I didn't even know you were doing it. That's crazy. You tricked me, but I'm okay with it. I hate the idea of like blatant blatant disregard for gamers in DLC, like Capcom does with Street Fighter, where they're like, hey, these extra costumes are like totally on the disc, but you have to pay an extra $12 to unlock them all. That's what I don't like. I like all the extra furniture they introduced in New Leaf, and then more with the Amiibo update. With the old games, there wasn't much furniture I liked. Yeah, I can see that. I think there is some good furniture in this game. There's also some of the classic furniture I like a lot too, and I like that you can modify the furniture. My favorite set in the GameCube version was the modern set. Um, and I remember when Wild World came out, I played it, and I wanted I wanted to get the modern set again, but then I started to realize I have all this stuff in the GameCube version. I don't want to collect it all again, and that's kind of when I stopped wanting to play Animal Crossing at the time. Um, but now that in this game that you can actually modify that furniture, that's when I started to like it again. So I think that's cool. Um, but I think downloadable content could actually, if it's free and it adds to the game, I think it'd be really cool. But there's always something I think that they could implement. There's always something they could add, and I really think that if they did it right, oh, I need mangoes. Are those perfect pears? Oh, someone gave me those. Um, if they do it right and they add DLC in a way um, that adds to the game, to the experience of the game, not so much the game, I think it'd be really cool. And like I mentioned before with the theater in the city in City Folk, um, they could do downloadable movies and plays and just like videos and trailers and all kinds of stuff. And I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, and make it so it feels like there's a lot of people there. Um, I think KK Slider is a good example too of someone who is in your club every night and he's always there, but he's playing his music and nobody's there. Like no one's there. And I think that's kind of depressing. So I want it to feel more like a like there's more characters in your town. And I think the problem with that is that if you go looking for someone because you have items to give to them and they're nowhere to be found, where do you find them? Where do you look for them? I think that's the only problem I see with that. Is there might be too many places to look for them. But then I think that, other villagers can tell you where they are if you're looking for someone. Like, if you want to know where Mira is, you could talk to another villager and they'll say, oh, I saw Mira at the museum. I think that'd be cool. That'd be a way to get to resolve that. I hope we can customize even more in future games furniture. I want to be able to change clothing they sell. Yeah. So Pokemon does this thing with clothing where you can actually dye your clothing, and I think that's a really cool way to be unique and customize some things. So I'd love to see that. That'd be cool. Neutral, Jolly, Mystic Statue, Santa stuff, right? Oh, just shirts I like. What's that? I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't think I need it. So I'm looking for fruits and things I can sell. I can sell all this stuff. I used to hold on to it um, until retail wanted it, and now I just I don't need it, so I'm just gonna sell it all. And I have a bunch of eggs too that I'm just gonna get rid of. I'm not in my house. I might keep 3 of each egg. I have 5 of each egg right now, but I might just keep 3 of each. Just in case I need them. I wonder how paths and designs in general will be handled. We can't scan QR codes because Switch doesn't have a camera. Yeah, someone argued with me on a previous stream and told me that the Switch does have a camera, and they're not wrong. It does have a camera, but it's not a camera in a traditional sense. So this is the Joy-Con controller. On the bottom of the controller, there's an infrared scanner right there. and it can actually detect how far away your hand is from the controller, or how far away it is from like a table or something like that. Um, and I'm assuming you could use this to scan a QR code, but I don't know much about infrared scanners and what they're capable of doing. So this, knowing Nintendo, they have a way to do it. I just don't know what it is. So, and I thought the Switch had a camera on it, but I don't think it does. Now I'm thinking about it. Um, I don't think it has a camera at all. So, um, what I think they're gonna do, and I've been thinking this for a while, is I think they're gonna have some kind of a mobile app, um, some kind of mobile app that it's like a pocket assistant or something like that, that lets you scan QR codes, that lets you like design your own. It's like a retail companion, I guess. Basically, it lets you design clothing and design patterns, and it'll let you scan QR codes and stuff like that. And then from there, you'll be able to copy the things that you design and things that you scanned into the Animal Crossing Switch game. So that's only if there's a limitation on scanning a QR code on the Switch itself. And I think there is still a limitation, even though that is technically a camera. I don't think it's... I've never heard of an infrared camera taking QR codes. So that's something we'll have to wait and see. But that might be a way around the whole QR code thing. So... But I've been saying it for a while, that I really think they're going to have some kind of a mobile app that is a companion to Animal Crossing on the Switch. And I think it is going to have features like designing patterns and stuff like that. So things that you'd normally need a second screen for. You can probably do those things in the Switch version, but I still think they'll come out with the app too. Just a prediction. Just a wild prediction. It's like out of left field, so it's slithering in. But I think like dyeing your clothes would be really cool. Being able to actually change your clothing with dye and other designs too. I think that'd be really neat. Whoops. And also, I think there's probably going to be a lot more fish and a lot more, like a lot more fossils and I mean, just all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be crazy, and I want it to be kind of overwhelming when it comes to Animal Crossing. Like, what do I do first? Like, where do I start? Jungle floor. Ooh. I'm pretty sure I have all the bugs in there, and all the fish. I think all I need is the paintings now. Oh no, I don't have all the seafloor stuff. I forgot about that. I need to check and see if I can get anything now. I think there is some stuff I can get now. Now I'm thinking about it. Let me check my app. The Able sisters could dye clothing. Let's see. Giant isopod is now. All day. June through August. Oh, but you can go to the island for that. But I guess it's June now, so I'll try to get the giant isopod now. And I think that might be all I need. Nope. Spiny lobster. September through December. And the spotted eel is now. June through September. Also available on the island. Those are the only 3 I need. So September is like... I'm going to try to get some of those now. today. Um, that's cool though. That put me 2 steps closer to having all the seafloor stuff. That's awesome. Um, I'm kind of worried that they're gonna do a lot more with like materials and making you like get materials before you can actually start clothing and stuff. So Pocket Camp does that a lot, where it makes you do material. It says like, um, you know, thank you for bringing me this T-shirt. Here's some cotton. Here's some wood. Here's some material that you can use to build furniture later. Um, I don't like that. I think that's silly, and I think that I don't know. I feel like it could be something that isn't really that bad, as long as they don't like take away the full furniture. As long as they don't limit how you obtain furniture in the game. Um, as of right now, the way you get furniture is pretty easy, and I like it. But if they ever come to you and say that they're, going to limit how much furniture you can get and what kinds of furniture you can get, I think it'd be weird. If the new game's anything like Pocket Camp, I'm not interested. I can't say I blame you. Because, I mean, I don't hate Pocket Camp, but I don't like it either. And I don't want it to be like running on like relying on events. I don't want events to be like the only way you can get stuff. And I'm afraid they're going to be like every week is a new event, and it's like a living, breathing, like live game. I don't want that. I want it to be like if I want to play the game with no internet connection whatsoever, then all of the events and things that I want to do are going to be in the game. But if I do want to connect to the internet, I'll be able to get access to additional content, just not anything that it wouldn't be anything that is game breaking or anything like that. It would just be like, oh, fun stuff, oh, cool stuff. I don't think they're going to do anything like that. And I think Nintendo knows, like, they know how to make a full game and then add, content to a game later. Animal Crossing New Leaf is a great example where they made a full game and then, about, what was it, 1 year later or 2 years later, they added the Welcome Amiibo expansion. That was cool. Like, I didn't expect that at all. But overall, I think the only thing missing from this game is just more. In every aspect of the word. More things. I guess I can take all these perfect oranges and sell them all. Because they are the item of the day right now. I'm trying to clear out my storage so I could actually get put those eggs somewhere. I like Pocket Camp for what it is, but I agree. The mainline game shouldn't have the same features and style. And they're kind of doing that with Pokemon, which is a little frightening because Pokemon's not like Pokemon Go is a mobile game, but they're kind of taking the ideas presented in Pokemon Go and putting them in a main series game. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily what I want from Pokemon either. So, I don't know how that's going to go. Mushroom mural. I have so many fruits in here. My gosh. Alright, I had to come back a few times. If you have to play with via Wi-Fi, which I've heard might happen, I'll probably just play alone. I've always played Wild World alone, and I play alone for the first 6 months I had New Leaf. So, yeah, it's I like playing this game on my own. It's kind of what I've always done. I just make friends with the villagers. That's all I need. They're nice to me most of the time. In GameCube, they weren't so much, but that's fine. They were still lovable for being jerks. Spike was one of the coolest villagers in that game, too. I loved him. He was awesome. But he was so mean. I don't know. I think, I just don't think they're going to announce it at E3. If I was a betting man, I would say probably not. Probably not. I've got a lot of stuff to do in this town today, so I'll be in this town for a while, it looks like. Trying to clean up my own mess. Was that a tree egg? Earth egg? No. What'd I get? New Year's hat. What's this? Sky egg? Stop it. Tree egg, earth egg, and sky egg. I'm good on those. Here we go. Earth egg. Earth egg. Earth egg. Tree egg. Tree egg. Tree egg. And these are sky eggs. These are what? Water eggs? Deep sea eggs. That's also deep sea. This is water? What are you doing? And these are stone. What's this one? Earth. Okay. So, I think I have all the eggs I need. Ah. That's cool. What is that? Water egg. Stone egg. Deep sea egg. Okay. Perfect. And the rest of these eggs, I'm just going to get rid of them all. Yeah, okay, so I remember having Lobo and Freya in my GameCube town, and they were cruel. Still my favorite villagers, though. I only remember Spike because I talked to him, like, within the last year in the GameCube version. I think I'm Here to Dance was here for that. Like, I played the GameCube version just kind of on a whim, and he was, like, super mean. Like, he was just being a jerk, but I loved him for it. It was cool. Didn't hurt my feelings. But even so, he's a computer character. Like, I think that it's not only realistic because real life people are mean, you know? Sometimes. But it's also like, it's a computer character. Why would I be offended by that? You know? $40,000. But it was cool. I loved the GameCube version. It was like, it was so good. And it was like, it was adorable, I think, too. Like, the characters were a little bit more deformed. They didn't have, like, limbs, like arms and legs. Well, they had legs, I guess, but... And they had arms. They didn't have, like, I mean, they had feet, but you couldn't decorate them. Like you couldn't like put shoes on them, or give them leggings and things like that. That's what I mean by their arms and legs. Like you couldn't really do anything with their arms and legs. Cornucopia. Oh my gosh, I have so much. It's not really even worth doing that right now. I'll just keep coming back. Grumpy. I like the rudeness. I don't trust anyone who is always smiling and happy all the time. It's not natural. But I do that. Nobody has like pinged me yet in this game. I'm a little worried. Let me go see if Anka's around. Maybe she'll ping me. Maybe she's moving out right now. You guys. Oh, she's moving right now. Oh, is she in boxes? Is she in boxes? Ah, dang it. You suck. I was really hoping she was in boxes and ready to move out. Okay. It's fine. I don't know. I think Wild World was just too much of the same. After playing the GameCube version for as long as I did, I think I felt the same way that I'm Here to Dance feels about New Leaf. I just got kind of burnt out and I didn't want to play it anymore. I got into other games too. I think that was around the time that like Nintendo was coming out with the Wii, and as cool as the Wii was, it really didn't do anything. And then like Microsoft was kind of like becoming the better of the consoles at the time because they had all the games I wanted to play. And I still love Nintendo, but I kind of turned my back on them for a while. And it is what it is. But I think they're back now. I think they've got it under control. So is that all the fruits now? I think I have them all. Gotta have them all. I bet there's more in my storage locker. This is only my second storage. I bet in my first storage there's a bunch more. Oh, there's two. Oh, but those are mangoes. And perfect pears. I'll keep those. Like someone gave those to me. They were a gift. I don't want to I don't want to just throw them away. The villager personality I identify with the most is Snooty. I'm not sure if I have one, to be honest. Yep, okay. Alright, I got all the fruits. I'm just selling it all. Now I've got more storage in my second storage locker. I'll come back to New Leaf one day and I'll enjoy it again, but it might be a few years from now. And that's kind of how I feel about Wild World. I think one day I will decide to come back to Wild World and play it again. Maybe even start a new town and just see where it goes. But it might not be for a while. Maybe sometime this year, but I can't make any promises. And I'll probably do it on an emulator because I don't want to lose my old town. And I think I can make the graphics look not terrible. So I'll probably do it on an emulator. And the graphics in Wild World weren't terrible necessarily. They just weren't. They were just very grainy. I like lazy villagers the most. I am lazy. I would say I probably relate to lazy. It's in my name, honestly. Like Blaze, like lazy's in the name. Okay, so I've got all that. Let's see if I can get the rock today. I haven't done that yet. Not that one. It's not that one. I guess we'll sell these too. I've got more on the south side of town too. Get rid of those. Those ones are up here. I hid them. I just wanted to make sure they would stick around. There's a bunch. I guess I could eat them, but I don't want the things that are inside. It's Anime Batman. Anime Botman. What's going on? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Getting one step closer to my current goal of 700. It'll change to 692 in a second. So thanks for that. I appreciate that. You're the best. I called you Botman because we had just talked about a situation at the game store when I used to work there, where this guy came in, and his last name was Batman, but he pronounced it Botman. And I wanted to punch him in the face every time, because I was like, that's not your name, dude. It's not Botman. It's Batman. Just embrace it. Be cool with it. Those are the kind of stories you get with me on my channel. But thanks for stopping by. We're talking about Animal Crossing New Leaf, and whether or not we really even need another Animal Crossing game. 50 bells. I'll take it. 8 more to go. 8 more followers. I think it's going to happen sometime this week, probably. Before Friday or Saturday. I'm really excited for that, actually. And I'm online all the time. Either playing Animal Crossing or Splatoon. Lately I've been like really getting into fighting games like Street Fighter, and I might start doing some more fighting games pretty soon. Like different ones and stuff, so. Yes, I'm here to dance. He should have spelled his name B-O-T-M-A-N, but he didn't. Legally, it was B-A-T-M-A-N. So we also had someone that came into the store a lot that would, and it just drove me nuts. I don't know why it made me so mad, but they named their kid Anakin. And I just got so mad when I heard that. They kept calling him Anakin. And I guess it's a fine name. There's really no reason to be mad at him. But I know what it's from. And Anakin wasn't even that great of a character. But I guess it's a fine name. But I got more bent out of shape at the time than I should have. What's the nickname? Cookie? No. Genius is fine. I like how when you tell them to call you what they've been calling you the whole time, they're like, "Oh, that's a cool name." Like they've never heard it before. It's kind of funny. So we are voting on the better of the two characters between Bianca and Bunny. So if you have not voted yet, make sure you get your vote in. The winner will move on to round 2, where they face off against the winner of next week's episode. So make sure you vote. That way you can see who wins the tournament overall. The Amiibo Tournament. Batman. You know, the town is called Atlantis. It wouldn't be that far off to have Batman be a part of this town because of Justice League and all. In fact, I almost made Aquaman be the next... Like, if I had the foresight to think about this town as a theme town, I would have named my main character after the guy from Aquaman. He could be the mayor, and that would be cool. But the way it is now is fine. But I think I would have done some other stuff with this town if I had thought... If I'd had the foresight to think about it as a theme town. So... I mean, I kind of messed up, but it's fine. And Ethan J. Awesome 4, welcome to the stream today. Really appreciate you stopping by. I'm a few followers away from 700, so we're hoping to get that 700 mark pretty soon. We're also voting on the better of the two Amiibo characters between Bianca and Bunny. So cast your vote now, before you forget. Whoever you think is cooler, whether it's because whether it's because you like the way they look or you've interacted with them in some way or another. It's Ethan Jossum. My fault. I didn't put that together until you just said it. Okay. I need to go check the store. And get some things. Oh, hold on. Is that okay? I need to get more of these azaleas. I don't think they're on sale right now though. I think they go on sale later. So Ethan, if you're gonna vote for Bianca, make sure you type in the vote command followed by a space, and 0 will cast your vote for Bianca, and we'll reveal the results at the end of today's episode. Make sure you do the vote command, otherwise she will not receive a vote. Welcome, welcome. Yes, white azalea. I love it. Blue hydrangea. Poncho. Did they call him Sweet Cheeks? Is that what they said to him? Yeah, they called him Sweet Cheeks. What's up, Sweet Cheeks? It's so inappropriate. Not right now. I have a few things I want to take care of in the town. I might do some visits later. But right now I want to take care of a few things in town. I've got to do some diving to try to find something. So, maybe a little bit later on. Hey, look, Gracie's stuff. I don't have any of this stuff. And it's going to bankrupt me. It'll certainly help me fill out the catalog, but it'll definitely bankrupt me. 350,000 bells? No thanks. I also have another house to pay for in a different town, so... Man. Who is flirting with my poncho? It's probably Mira. It's Probably definitely Mira. The one ball shirt. I'm not even sure I have that. I like that though. And this skirt would be really good for my other character. Go buy these. Haunt Gamer and more, thanks for stopping by. And Ethan Jossam, thanks for the follow. We're down to 7 more follows until we get to the 700 mark. I'm really excited for that. Should happen this week sometime. What is this? Silk hat. Can I try it on? The Imperial outfit. It's kind of cool. I think it's neat, actually. I don't think I have this item. I'm just going to buy it to get into the catalog. Kittigan's in the house. What's up, Kittigan? I don't know if I can picture Mira calling someone sweet cheeks. It's very pervy, I think. Like, I feel like Mira would walk up to someone and be like, "What's up, sweet cheeks?" Maybe not Mira, but someone else would do that. It's definitely not Aurora. We know it's not Aurora. No shoes I want either. I fell asleep while you were playing Street Fighter games. Oh, that's okay. I was glad you stopped by. It was cool. I put that video up on my YouTube if you want to catch the rest of it. So I'm going to try to copy the videos over to YouTube more often now. I think I need to get more active on my YouTube channel. It's one thing I can do to make that happen. I'm actually kind of afraid that this azalea won't grow over here. If I plant it right here, I'm afraid that it's not going to grow. But I know it will grow here. I need to replace that one anyway. Whoops. White azalea. And then that's it. That's Poncho's. That's O'Hare's backyard. I need to get some flowers though for right here. All the way around. I was tired and the stream was so relaxing. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad I could be a part of that, I suppose. The relaxation techniques are real. We'll get some smooth jazz next time. We'll just be like, time for some smooth jazz with your boy Blaze. Maybe it was Anka and she was being sarcastic. Oh, it probably definitely was Anka. She's so, like, mean. She's snippy enough to pull that off for sure. I feel like I should file a sexual harassment complaint on Anka and just be like, look, we don't tolerate that in this town. Hit the road, sweet cheeks. I meant like your face cheeks, not your buttocks. Like you did, perv. Okay, so I need to do some diving. That's what I need to do. Try to catch a giant isopod. I guess I can relocate some of these flowers that I think that's it. Maybe not. Whoops. Let's see. That one's good. Down this way. one's a violet. Violet. Plant that here, I guess. And sell some stuff so I can make room for other stuff. I think I have some stuff in my... Yeah, mailbox. Mails. My mail, too. Picnic table. Kitty tea. I don't want to wear that. Oh my gosh. Red check shirt. Picnic tee. What's that look like? It's gross. I don't know. Let's sell this stuff. Perhaps it wasn't a lady calling Poncho sweet cheeks. Maybe it was Joey or Lyman. Ooh, maybe they meant it like ironically. I feel like Lyman could pull it off. You guys ever watch Modern Family? Like, when I look at Lyman, I think of that guy, that, like, bigger guy that, he's, like, married to the other guy. The guy with the red hair is married to this guy. I can't remember his name in the show. But he's a bigger guy, and he's, like, he likes Meryl Streep, and... he's really funny, and I think he's a cool guy. He's a cool character. But when I look at Lyman, I picture that dude for some reason. I like the new hat you bought. Oh, I just sold it. It is cool. I can get it. I can get it again if I want to change, like, my whole look. But I don't want to have an Oriental look right now, so I just got rid of it. But I like it too. I think it was cool. I wanted to buy it because I don't think I've ever seen it before. We're going to do some diving here in a second. I might actually redo, do some more landscaping too in this town because there's a couple things I want to change. So, we'll see. In here... pink hydrangea, blue hydrangea. I used to have all my hydrangeas together and, like, organized, but I don't really do that anymore. Lyman and Poncho are both jocks. I can see Lyman appreciating Poncho's muscles. Like, really appreciating them. Is it this one? Yeah. And I guess we'll hold that. Can I jump in the water with while holding something? Yay! I can. It's awesome. All right, deep sea things, prepare to get captured and donated to the museum. I'm really tired of not having a full fish museum. Come this September, it'll be full, for sure. That's not what I need, but it'll be fine. Sean Streams, thanks for stopping by. Right now I'm doing a couple chores in the town, so I don't have any openings for my town or any joinings going on right now. But thank you for stopping by, for sure. I mean, I will be around for a little while, so maybe we'll open the gates or something. But right now, I just want to complete a few things, a few activities and stuff. So I'm terrible at diving in this game. I hate how the sea creatures tease you by moving just outside the barrier. Yeah. So in my brief time of hacking, there's a way to change the camera so it's behind your character and you can actually look out to the ocean. It doesn't look like anything you'd expect it to look like. It looks kind of strange. Hey, buddy. Yeah, take the scallop. I was hoping he'd show up. So Pascal is another example of a character that I think could be elaborated on. You could actually, like, he could have like a little stand or something, in the city or somewhere. Maybe he shows up once a week or something, or maybe he shows up, on certain days. Um, but if you give him, a certain number of scallops, maybe he rewards you with different types of items. Maybe scallops are like currency to him, and he has like different furniture things he can give you, or he already does the pirate stuff, but I think he could probably do more. So I really feel like just elaborating more on Pascal would be cool too. Um, I love his like laid back like mindset. He's the coolest. Mind if I drop some deep truths on you? Quality over quantity is always the way to go unless it's a buffet. It's all quantity in a buffet. That's the truth. It's totally righteous. It is pretty righteous. I like today. Today's been pretty good. Is he still there? Did he disappear? That's a good one. Get it. Don't go away. Yes. Oh, it's just seaweed. Ugh. After Cap'n, he's my favorite special character. Oh, look at him. There he is. That's cool. Alright, I need more of these things. I need the eel, I think. I don't need that. It's the eel and the... I just mentioned it earlier. I can't remember what it is. The giant isopod and the spotted garden eel. Don't you run away. Oh, you jerk. If you hang out, you'll see them. You'll hear them eating the scallop. I heard him eat the scallop earlier. I was wondering what that noise was, but I didn't see him do it. That's cool. Like, maybe he could even have, like, a scallop catching contest or something. Like, the biggest scallop wins. Or something like that. I don't know. I feel like, this, Pascal could be elaborated on. For sure. As long as we're talking about villagers and services in the game that could have a larger role in the next game. I think Pascal is definitely one of them. Mantis shrimp. I think I already got that one. Uh-oh. A pearl oyster. Oh no. Don't get me. Don't get me. It says it's found here as well. It says it's found... It says diving between the months of June and September. It's most easily found on the island. But it says it's here as well. That's what the app says anyway. The Animal Crossing New Leaf app. Don't you run. Don't you do it. You are a jerk. I hate you. Stupid thing. I've only caught it on the island. And I'll probably go to the island to find it eventually, but as long as it says it's available in June, I'm going to try to find it here. And I still need to find the giant isopod anyway, so... Oh, there's a shark. I need it. I never see sharks on the mainland. A sea slug. It's probably, yeah, it's probably easier found on the island though. To be honest, like I wouldn't say I'm wasting time, but I probably would have an easier time finding it on the island. I have to go all the way up there. Don't make me do that. Stupid shark. I'll go over there. Oh, I will go over there. But I'm kind of scared I'm going to jump in the water instead. Maybe I should take off my wetsuit. So now I won't do that. Are you serious? Stop moving around down there. I hate this shark. Come on. Woo, that was close. I think I've also only caught the giant isopod on the island. I thought the giant isopod was exclusive to the island too. I can't remember where I read it. I mean, you guys might be right. I honestly don't know, to be honest. I'm just going by what the app says. And as long as they're on the island, I know I can always get them. But I don't really want to go to the island today either, so I don't know. All right. 12,000. Okay. Anyway, so I was gonna talk about a little bit too about that tweet that I was talking about yesterday. Um, there's this Twitter account that I guess leaks information about E3, and there's a popular Animal Crossing Twitter account that posts a lot of Animal Crossing stuff. So the leaker account had said something about like they know that there's a lot of people who want Animal Crossing to be leaked. And that the leaker account, I'm sorry, the Twitter account, the Animal Crossing account, had responded and said, you know, I'm really just willing to accept that it's just not going to happen, you know, and maybe I won't be so surprised. And then their response was something like, you'd be surprised. So I actually found the tweet, the picture that I was talking about, so I'm going to bring it up here in a second to kind of go over what I was saying. So let me bring that up because it was just really cryptic the way that they talked about it. But this is the one. This is the series of tweets. So the first one, I have to kind of look at it on my screen too because it's kind of small over there. Hold on. Let me just do this. So the first one says, many of you are interested in hearing about Animal Crossing from us. While it is a very interesting topic, so they're saying that we are not equipped to offer you a statement we would be satisfied with. So I don't know what they mean by that. Like, we are not equipped to offer you a statement we'd be satisfied with. So I don't know if it's something like where they literally are not allowed to leak something like that, or if they mean like, you know, we just don't have that information. But if you don't have information regarding Animal Crossing for the Switch, then just say that. You know, there is no information available at this time. But that's not what they're saying. They're saying we're not equipped to offer you a statement we'd be satisfied with. So I'm like, it's just a really weird way to phrase that. So the Mayor Rebecca is a popular Twitter account that talks about Animal Crossing a lot. She's saying, I just feel like if it was coming, we would have heard some type of leak by now. We heard about everything else that's been announced. God, I hope I'm wrong. And then they responded with "you are." So I don't know why they would respond to her and say that, you are wrong. Um, to when she's saying that, I feel like if it was coming, we would have heard about it in some type of a leak. I hope I'm wrong. You are. So that's kind of where I was like super confused. Like, why are they being so cryptic about this, about an Animal Crossing game coming out? Why are they being so weird about this? Um, Maybe they're sitting on information um, that they're just literally not allowed to talk about. Maybe there's some kind of a fine or some kind of a um, like, lawsuit or some type of thing that they really want to keep Animal Crossing quiet. And the only thing I can say to that is that, you know the Animal Crossing website did change over the last what was it, like, month or so. They had some big change to the Animal Crossing website, and then they took everything down and went and reverted back to what it was. So maybe there is something coming out, and maybe it's an Animal Crossing for the Switch, but maybe it's just a side story too. I mean, it really could be anything, and there's really no way to know for sure. But um, and maybe it's just too early in development and planning to address anything, and that very well could be the case. But I wanted to talk about this because it's very cryptic way to say that, we don't have anything to leak right now regarding Animal Crossing, but you're wrong if you think that we would have heard something by now. Why would they not just say there's no information at this time? I'm sorry. Like, I just don't know why they would beat around the bush the way that they did. That's all I'm saying. And I think that um, I still don't think Animal Crossing is going to be at E3. I still don't think it's going to be there. And at least not in like a sequel, like, kind of a way that we want it to be there. I don't think it's going to be there at all. But if anything, maybe they'll have like a more fun version of Amiibo Festival or something. Or maybe they'll do like Happy Home Designer 2. Or maybe it'll be something totally new that we've never heard of. You know? I really don't know what's going to come out of it, but I don't think Animal Crossing for the Switch is going to be out at E3. And I'm fine with that. I'm actually totally cool with it. I honestly, I can spend another year playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. I'm actually really fine with that. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are like, I don't know what I'll do if it's not announced. Oh, woe is me. And I'm like, I mean, you'll go on living your life. You'll be fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it is a big deal because I really want the game to come out. But I also don't want to give up on New Leaf right now. So, I mean, yeah, an expansion for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp could be it too. There was some trademark registered pretty recently where they talked about, where they mentioned Build-A-Bear and more toys coming out. So maybe it's some kind of Amiibo collection or something. Much like the dream that I had that I talked about in one of my YouTube videos. If you want to check that out, my YouTube has some great videos on Animal Crossing and what I want from the next game. And I did have a dream about Animal Crossing and new Amiibo figures and what that would look like. But it was really cool. But I think in the dream I was at Toys R Us picking out new Amiibo characters, and Toys R Us is closing, so already it's not true. Although I may have been at Target. I don't even know where I was in the dream. I think it was Target. I think it was, actually, now that I think about it more. But either way, people were not... I mean, people were talking about Smash before the announcement, but only because it was like... It totally makes sense that Nintendo's going to release a Smash game. Nintendo would be dumb not to release a Smash game for Switch. And the fact that they released Hyrule Warriors Deluxe Edition, Mario Kart Deluxe, and I think there's one other game they did too. that they released that was like a deluxe edition from the Wii. So all signs were pointing directly to a Smash Brothers port of some kind or a Smash Brothers game. So people were talking about it, but there weren't any like real leaks. And then of course the Splatoon Octo expansion stuff came out, and then they talked about Smash at the end of it. So it was pretty hidden, and it wasn't anything like, you know, I mean, it was kind of mind blowing, but it wasn't anything majorly surprising because it had to happen, and we've been talking about it and speculating on it for a while. So it kind of had to happen. I'm not sure I trust someone called Leaky Panda. I get it. Like, and I don't know what to tell you on that because they've leaked a couple of things. I looked at their account, and actually I follow them now, and they did leak a few things that are, I wouldn't say necessarily trustworthy, but let me go to their account real quick because I think there was something there that I wanted to talk about. As far as their account. So let me check it out real quick. If leakers didn't predict that, then it's possible that AC might be revealed in a similar way, right? No, I see what you're getting at. I just don't I don't know. I just don't think it's going to happen. And the more I think about it, the more I think it's very possible. And I also think that it's very possible that Nintendo has put out some like press release, or they've threatened their employees, and anybody who has any knowledge of Animal Crossing is like, if you leak this, if this gets out, you're fired, and you have to deal with this fine. We're also going to take you to court and sue you for this. This is a confidentiality disclosure. And I think that that's also very possible. But I don't know. How likely that is. So I'm not sure how that happens on the back end. So I'm just going through their account real quick to see what kind of information is on there. They actually they showed off Assassin's Creed Odyssey, mainly because Walmart put up a SKU for Assassin's Creed Odyssey like really early. So Walmart leaked it, and they kind of showed it off. There's also some information here about Fortnite for Switch and Dragon Ball Fighters and Paladins. There's a new Monster Hunter and a few other games that they might show off at E3. So I'm not saying that they're like a trustworthy source, but they collect like leaks and information from all over the internet. So I think like they're not like in the industry, they're not like in the know, but they're definitely on top of things and looking around the internet to find things. So maybe they found stuff. I don't know. We know it's coming at some point, so I'm not too worried. I agree. Like, I definitely know it's coming at some point. I'm not worried. And if it is true that the Splatoon team is the one working on Animal Crossing, then it might be a while because they're focusing on Splatoon 2 very heavily right now, and I'm fine with that. I'm totally cool with that because I like Splatoon also. So I can play Splatoon 2. By the way, Starlight, I know that you knew this, but that new map came out along with the new weapons. I hadn't even played the new map yet because I jumped on earlier today to see what was going on, and there was a couple of like, it was Rainmaker. I was actually doing pretty well with Rainmaker, but that map wasn't available to play right now, so I couldn't play it. But I might try playing later today to see if I can get the new map. But also, they did. There is a leak from a bunch of hackers in Splatoon 2 that found like a new game mode that will probably be released pretty soon and possibly even announced at E3. So I did a video on it on my YouTube, so check that out if you want to see that leak, that hacked thing. Data miners discovered it and then hacked it into the game, so it was pretty cool. As a side note, though. Anyway. Another new game mode, yep. It's very... I think I'm going to like it. It's not Clam Blitz. It's not anything like Clam Blitz, so I think I'm going to like it a lot. It's actually a little bit more like Tower Control, but not so much. And it's only just a little bit more like Tower Control, so it's not Tower Control at all. But if you want to play a little bit later tonight, I'll be down. I need to get some food after the stream, and then I'll probably be online. I'm still playing in my 2 Wild World towns daily, and I tend to play Happy Home Designer from time to time. So I think the thing about Happy Home Designer that I like a lot is that you can decorate the outside of your villagers' houses, which is great. It's a really cool like way to really like decorate more of your town. The problem is that you can't do that in this game, and that sucks because that's what I want to do. But the thing is, if you did that in this game, you would run out of space in your town so quickly. So I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from the next Animal Crossing game, but I feel like if they were going to do decorating outside of your villagers' towns, outside of your villagers' houses, and incorporate that from Happy Home Designer into the next Animal Crossing, that the town map has to be huge, like enormous. And I have some really cool ideas on how they can make that happen in the next Animal Crossing game. And I'll kind of go over like briefly what I'm talking about. But let's say this is going to be, for the sake of conversation and the sake of illustration, I'm going to say that, let's just say that hypothetically your town is in the boundary of right here, everything to the left, all the way down, and all the way over. So your town only takes place in this area right here, all the way over to here. Now, of course, it's going to be bigger, but I'm only using this as an example. All the way to right here. So this is your town. Within the confines of this area, you can do whatever you want. You can have your house. You can have a villager's house. You can put a public works project up. You can plant trees. You can do a garden. You can do whatever you want in your town. But if you decide that this town's just not big enough, you can expand and you can purchase more of the town, more of the land from, like, you can speak to Isabel and say, hey, I want to expand the town, and you can purchase more land to expand your town out to, let's say, right here. And now you have all of this room to work with, so you can build all of this extra, all the extra stuff in the town. You have all this extra room to work with. And then you say, well, it's still not big enough, so I want to build more of the town. I want to purchase more land. So now you purchase all the way out to here, and now you have all of this land to work with as well. So that's just kind of an example of what I'm talking about. But I think that your town should definitely start at the minimum the same size as Wild World, which I think was the smallest Animal Crossing game. And then once you decide you want to purchase more land, you can up to a map 4 times the size of Animal Crossing New Leaf. And I think that to me that would be cool. I also don't like these walls. I think these walls have to go. I think maybe one of the walls would be fine. Like if you just have one of them. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Just to have a waterfall, I think that'd be fine. But I think there's also other ways you can incorporate the waterfall, like having like a mountain type thing in the middle of your town. But but I think a town 4 times bigger than this map would be amazing. And any place that you don't own, you can still go out there and plant trees, and you can still do stuff. You can still do a garden. You can still dig up the terrain, but the wildlife grows back a lot quicker. So if you pull weeds and do other stuff, then it's just going to come back much more quickly than if it's actually inside the confines of your town. So that's just kind of the thoughts I had on the first on initially the town size of Animal Crossing, and I hope that they do it some justice in the next game. So we'll see. Blue 280, what's up? Boop beep boop beep boop. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about the likelihood of Animal Crossing being announced at E3, and how I really don't think it's going to happen, even though there have been some really cryptic remarks from some leakers and some other things in the past. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want it to, but life will go on if it doesn't, and I think I'll still enjoy playing Animal Crossing New Leaf for the foreseeable future. I have some plans and some things I want to do with New Leaf as well, so it's not like it's going to be the end of the world. I still have some things I want to accomplish in this game. So we'll see how it goes. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm getting very close to 700 followers, and I'm super stoked that it could happen really soon. After that, 800 followers would be great, and then 900 followers, and then the coveted 1,000 followers would be pretty cool. So it all starts here with your follow, so thank you for that. 6 more to get to 700. It's probably going to happen by the end of the week, so I'm really excited for that. As much as we want it to show up, it won't. And I can't say I am. I can't say I disagree. I think that as much as we want it to happen, it's every sign in the world, every finger in the world is pointing to the fact that it just won't be there. And I think we can try to justify it in any way that we think makes sense, but at the end of the day, there's so many red flags going up that it's just probably not going to be there. And the only evidence we have to support that it will was the Animal Crossing website being updated very briefly, and that's not enough for me. So I don't know. I really think it's not going to happen, and I think that realistically, I think there's a lot of people out there. I saw someone post like on Twitter. They were like, it was like the Simpsons like angry mob gif on on Twitter, and the caption was basically like, if Animal Crossing doesn't get announced. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I agree that I really want Animal Crossing, but if it's not there, life's going to go on. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be okay. And if it means that you have to wait another year for it, that's fine. You'll be fine. It'll be here when it's ready, and I don't want it to be here at any point before it's ready, and before I'm satisfied with it, before Nintendo is satisfied with it. So, and I think that's a realistic expectation. It'll come out when it's ready. And it's so funny, when I worked at the game store, we went to an annual meeting with all the game developers. It was kind of like an E3 sort of for all the store managers of the game stores across the country. So we went to this meeting, and Vivendi, they do a lot of PC games. They're a distributor of PC games, and they had like, I love their presentation. They were casual, they were cool, they were funny, and at some point they kind of merged with Blizzard. And at that time, Blizzard had just announced Diablo 3, and they were like, Blizzard made a mistake of announcing Diablo 3 like 2 years too early, like way before it was ready, and way before they had any other information, and it just took so much longer to come out than they wanted it to. But they kept doing this misleading thing where they were always like, They were like, we have some exclusive information on the release of Diablo 3. Diablo 3 will be coming out when it's ready. And I thought that was just the greatest thing to say because, you know, don't release the game before it's ready. And I think that's awesome. Tigdy, thanks for stopping by and hanging out today. And I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you feel the same way. So, lucky for you, I work at the Nintendo headquarters in Kyoto, and I can confirm that the new Animal Crossing will be shown at E3 2018. I don't think you would say that if you worked for Nintendo. I just don't think you'd be saying that right now. I'm not gonna believe you. I don't believe you at all. Honestly, that's like my dream job, to work at Nintendo. Oh, you have no idea. I would love to work at Nintendo. They have an office in America, in Washington, and I would pack everything up and I'd move there tomorrow if I knew I could get a job there. So it's kind of my dream job, and I wish if I can go back in time and meet my younger self, I'd punch myself in the face immediately for not taking advantage of the time I spent at these gaming conventions for my job, because Nintendo was there, and I had all these opportunities to network and really make it and really talk to people who worked at Nintendo and befriend them and get to know them and start doing this way sooner. I wish I'd done that, but man, I really missed an opportunity. But I guess in some ways it's better late than never, and I think that at the end of the day, I think I'm still pretty happy to be where I am, but I wish I'd networked a lot more and talked to people at Nintendo. So that would have been cool. Oh, what's gonna be in this box, by the way, before I open it? Take your guess on what's inside that present that I just shot down. And thanks for the host, Swing Marlene. Appreciate that. But yeah, working at Nintendo would be great. Like, I see them go to like all these conventions like E3 and stuff like that, and they have people like these spokespeople that actually, you know, talk about games, and they present games and they show off games. And I'm like, man, that'd be so cool to do that. And I could do it so well. And I would love my job. I'd love every second of my job. It'd be so great. Even just to have like the insider information, and even if I can't tell anybody, it'd be so great. I would love doing it. And they have like Pokemon tournaments too, like video game tournaments and trading card game tournaments, and people from Nintendo are there commenting on those as well. I think that'd be pretty cool, but I missed a huge opportunity growing up to be a part of that. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm not really sure what I'm doing in my game right now. I'm just kind of walking around. I'm trying to think if I even want to redo this area. So here's what I'm thinking. This path would stop on this tile. So this tile and this tile would go away. It'd go up this way, and then it would be just too wide right here, going all the way over. So like right here, it'd go all the way over here. So all of these would be gone too. And then I'd have to remove these bushes, and I have to change a few things on here too. So I'm still not sure if I am ready to do all of that, but I want to. Did you see the beta Pokemon list from the demo version of Gold? I did, and I'm like, my mind is blown on that. Like, it's so crazy. Just the idea, like, and I've thought about this for years. I've thought about, like, I know there are Pokemon that have concept art and that were drawn up and that were thought of for Pokemon. I know that those drawings exist, and I know that they've never left the offices of Game Freak. But I would love to see them. And then my dream came true with that leak of the demo, the Pokemon Gold version demo, and I was just like, my mind was blown that an unevolved version of Meowth. That Tangela looks like it has a pre-evolved form. I just think it's so crazy that they did that, and I'm so glad that they released it too, because I'm blown away by seeing that stuff. It's so cool. So Swimming Marlene, I'll go ahead and go to your town. If we're on, I think I have you on my friends list. If you want to open your gate, I'll check it out. Got a little bit of time here since I have nothing to do right now. So let me go get a gift for you though. I know we talked about it for a while, and you've wanted me to come out there to your town for a while, and I've just not been able to do it. So today's a good day, so let's go ahead and make that happen. I think I visited your Dreamtown before, and it was, I think you said you changed it a lot since then, so it'll be cool to see what you've done. But yeah, the Pokemon, the beta Pokemon have just been really cool. I'm like really excited for that. I'm going to drop the top screen here so you guys don't see what I'm picking up. So give me a second to grab something for Swimming Marlene so I can give it to her. How about that? That's a good item. I like that. All right. And there's so many Pokemon that were out there too. I think there were so many like I think Farfetch'd had an evolution, and I think even Ditto had an evolution. There were so many like crazy designs that just never made it into the game. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, first of all, why not? Why didn't they make it in? And second of all, why didn't they come back to those designs later? I just really wish that they did that. But I'm glad that we saw them. I'm glad that they're out there. So it's cool. I'll see if your gates are open right now. Marlene, I think you said it'd be just a couple minutes. But no worries. I'll check it and see now. Only 6 more. That's a stretch. Only 6 more followers to 700. So I'm really excited to reach that goal. That's a good landmark. I think every 100 is a good like mini goal to have. So 700 is great. After that, just 300 more until I get to 1,000, which is awesome because I remember back when I only had 300 followers, and it actually happened pretty quickly. So I think it'll happen again pretty quickly. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. But 694, only 6 more left to 700. Don't forget, guys, we are voting on the better of the 2 characters between Bianca and Bunny. So if you've not voted yet, type in the vote command followed by a space and 0 for Bianca, or the vote command followed by a space and 1 for Bunny. Just whoever you think is a cooler character, whether you like the way they look or like the way they treated you in a previous game. Anything like that. Or if you have them in your town currently and you just like the way they are. Can you check you're still friends with me on your phone was? All right. Yay. Next train arriving shortly. Bianca's in my town right now. Nice. If you like her, vote for her. Otherwise, she's going to lose to Bunny. The winner of this will actually move on to the next round, where they face off against the winner of next week's stream. So check that out. We're doing random villager voting right now, so I'll be selecting 2 random characters and putting them against each other to see who wins by votes. And then we'll crown a champion at the end of the tournament. So, oh, that's actually a really. I love that that flag that you have. That's really cool. Like, that flag is awesome. So neat. Already, I like the town so far already. So here we are in the town of Disney. I really like the lamps that you have here. That's really cool. Super cool. Yeah, I like these lamps a lot. Those are neat. And then over here we've got a person's house, Peanut's house. Got retail over here. You've done a lot of work to the town. I can tell already. It looks really good. Whose house is this? Leonardo. I think I know who that is. I think I had him in my town once. He's cool. I like the flowers there. That's neat. Down this way. This is the town square. That's cool. I like the flowers there around the town square, especially this tile. This is a cool flower tile. That's neat. Over here we've got Keaton's house. He's not home though. I'm gonna do it. I need to change my clothes. Hold on. Over this way. There's Keaton, I think. Is that him? Yeah. From Atlantis. Nice to meet you. He's cool. And then over this way, I like the heart. That's neat. Super cool. Horse person. Winnie. I'm Winnie. Chat up everybody you see. I like how there's a horse here. I think it's kind of cool to have a horse in this town because a lot of Disney movies actually have horses in them. That's neat. Rosie's house. In fact, I think Goofy is a horse. Am I wrong on that? I think Goofy's a horse. He's not a dog. Because Pluto's a dog. Another heart. That's cool. Over here we've got Tia's house. Tia's an elephant. She's cool. I love the path though. Is really neat. I like it a lot. Got a well. That's cool. Police station. Over here we've got Freya's house. I love Freya. I'm gonna go talk to Freya real quick. Goofy's a dog. I think he's supposed to be a dog. I don't know. He doesn't act like a dog. Freya's house is awesome, by the way. If you're ready for adventure, Disney's a town for you. Like she has a laptop and she has like all the modern furniture. I think she has a guitar too when you first meet her. She's awesome. I know it makes no sense. Goofy and Pluto are dogs. I'll take your word for it. I think I have heard that as being confirmed somewhere. But either way, it's just weird. Hot springs. So hot. I like this. That's cool. Lighthouse and this whole like flowery area. Really neat. Little clock there. That's cool. Back to the entrance. Down this way. Got the player house down here somewhere, right? Oh, nice little fire burning right there. That's cool. So we need to go. Okay, so I like following the path to make sure to see where it goes. I just wanted to see where that went. This is Merengue's house. She's actually really cool. Merengue is like a special villager that I think is like one of the coolest looking villagers. Cherry's house. And the player house. Let's check it out. Need to patch up my eye for the night. Good night. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm here to dance. I really appreciate it. Glad you made it in. I'm probably going to wrap things up pretty soon anyway, so I'm glad that you were here. Tired Student, thank you for the follow. Bringing me just about 5 followers 5 followers away from 700, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. It is Blaze. It's Blaze. It's actually an L instead of a 13. It's L3. I like this room a lot. That's cool. So many books. Like, so many books. But I think it really adds a lot to the size of the room to have these bookcases here. And I think that having a smaller room is not always a bad thing. So, that's cool. Up here? Let's check it out. And this is like the Christmassy area. Oh, that's awesome. You got the trident, the candlestick holder. That's awesome. I like this room. This is cool. And there's a teapot up there. That's actually I don't know if you planned that, but that's really cool. There's a teapot up there in that little cabinet. And there's the candlestick character here. There's a lamp. I like it. That's neat. Looks like you've worked really hard on this, Marlene. That's awesome. Let's check over here. Are you going upstairs? All right. I do like this furniture set, or this carpet. I like this carpet a lot. This is really neat. Nice little bedroom. Is that Cherry? Who is that? Rosie. Pisces. Favorite saying? One good perb deserves another. That's cool. Oh, I got pushed out. I didn't mean to leave. I was so silly. Still working on my house. Oh, it's fine. Like I think it's been really well done so far. So I like it a lot. You've done a really good job, and I think it's only gonna get better. But I like this furniture, like this wallpaper and this flooring. I just don't like the feathers that are on it. I know it's not done, and there's probably not much to put in there right now, but I kind of wish that the feathers weren't on that carpeting. And then, oh, over here. Uh-oh. It's darkness. Oh, that's awesome. You got the carriage. That's so cool. I like it. I like it a lot. That's really cool. It'll turn back into a pumpkin at midnight. That's neat. I think you definitely need to have a clock in there, or like so many clocks in that room to kind of give the idea that midnight's approaching. That'd be neat. Just an idea. And then over here is Mint's house. I had Mint in one of my towns. She was okay. She was pretty cool. I like it though. I like your town a lot. It's very, very cool. Cherry's awesome. I like her house too. Mr. World Traveler, you should chat him up. I like that she has a snowboard back there. That's awesome. I love this wallpaper. I think I'm going to use this wallpaper in my own house rather than the wallpaper, the modern wallpaper that's like default. I don't like the default modern wallpaper. But yeah, I love your pathway. It's really cool. It really makes it feel like it's a Disney like theme park or something. Like it's definitely definitely a high quality path. I love it. Excellent work. I think I like your town a lot. I can tell you put a lot of work into it too. So good job. I do want to check your store because I want to see if you have something. Was he running? I've never seen them run like that before. I don't know if you guys need to like rewind that and watch it, but I've never seen them run like that before. That's crazy. Yay. Let's see. Oh, I want it. Can I buy this? Can I buy this white azalea start? I hope you don't mind if I buy this. Maybe I'll type it up in the chat here. I'm not sure if you can see me. So to make sure I don't buy anything that you wanted to buy yourself. Cool. Buying it. Thank you so much. Because I really want to have more of those, and I think the season is coming around where white azaleas show up more often. So I want to stock up on those. Who's this? Portia. She's really cool. I like her shirt too. Is awesome. Arcade machine. That's so cool. Oh, I need that too. Oh, can I buy this? I need it. I saw this was an actual item in the game, and I didn't know about it for a long time, but I really need it. Can I buy this too? And thank you for the follow, Cursed Cat. We're 4 followers away from 700. Getting real close. I'm super excited. It may not happen today, but it certainly will happen. hopefully by the end of the week. So if you've not followed me yet, hit that follow button. And also, don't forget to vote on your favorite character between Bianca and Bunny. Whether you've seen them in your town and you like them, or you just think they look cool, or you don't like one or the other. Make sure to do the vote command followed by a space followed by 0 for Bianca. And the same thing for Bunny, except it's a 1 instead of a 0. And the winner's going to move on to the next round, so awesome. So I think I have everything I need here from this town. Do I need to see anything else? Marlene, if I missed anything, I'll go check it out. But if that's it, I'm going to go ahead and head back to my town. But I'm glad you let me see that, because it is really cool. I'm glad I got to see your town. It's very neat. That's I'm gonna buy this. That one's better than the one I picked up initially, so I need to get that. Oh, I do have a present for you. I'm sorry. I grabbed it and totally forgot. I'm glad you mentioned it. I haven't left yet though, so So for being one of my loyal followers and coming into my streams all the time, I decided it was a good idea to give you this heart container to express my love and appreciation. That's for you. So thank you so much for letting me come to your town and check out everything you got going on. So really appreciate it. And for stopping by my streams all the time. You are super cool. But I'm going to take off and go back to my town. And see what else is going on. Yep, gotta go. You welcome. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what to expect. E3 is next week. It's Nintendo's presentation, I think, is on Tuesday. It's Microsoft on Sunday. It's Sony on Monday and Nintendo on Tuesday. And I'm actually going to be live streaming all of that. So I'm going to be live streaming the Microsoft presentation just to kind of see what they have going on and see if I like any of the directions that they're going. Same with Sony. And then also the same with Nintendo on Tuesday. I have all 3 days off, so I'm really excited to be available for doing that. Also, the Animal Crossing stream is still going to happen next week. So make sure you're here at 6 p.m. Eastern next week for Animal Crossing. And we'll talk more about what could happen for E3. I'm sure there'll be more E3 hype and more leaks and things to talk about. Also, it may not start right at 6, but come by at 6, stop by and see where I am. I might still be on the Microsoft live stream. But I'm certain they won't be 2 hours. I think their live stream starts at 4 Eastern, so they'll probably be wrapped up by the time Animal Crossing starts next week. And we'll have 2 new characters to vote on next week as well for Animal Crossing, so stay tuned for that. Splatoon is on Tuesday, by the way, if you're a Splatoon fan and want to hang out for some Splatoon action, or if you want to play, that'd be awesome. Still looking to get a 4-player league battle going. Me and Starlight basically destroy everybody in 2-player league matches, so it'd be nice to add some new players to the team. So hang out, check me out on Tuesday for that, 8 p.m. Eastern. And of course, we also have on this coming Friday will probably be another Fighting Game Friday, Fighting Game Fiesta Friday night. And then we have Saturday Smash Brothers and Pokemon Shiny Hunting. And I think tomorrow I'm going to play some more Street Fighter Anniversary Collection because I purchased an arcade stick from Amazon. It should be coming in tomorrow, and I really want to try it out with that game. So definitely check me out there. I think I'm going to have to log off, though, for the rest of the day. So I do want to take some time to thank everybody for stopping by and hanging out. You guys are the best. Animal Crossing fans are the greatest fans in all of gaming. And I know we all want the same thing. We all want Animal Crossing for the Switch, but let's be realistic. It may not happen. Life will go on. We'll be okay. But if it does happen, it's going to be so cool. Let's see who won, though. Who won the voting? Before I leave, the winner, oh my gosh, it's a tie. It's a tie for both Bianca and Bunny. So in the event of a tie, I am the deciding factor. So I am going to vote. And you may or may not agree with my voting, but I'm going to vote. Mainly because I like the way this character looks. And the other character I've had in my town before, and she was nice, but I really didn't feel any attachment to her, so I'm going to have to vote for the character I think looks the coolest, and that is Bianca. So the winner of the poll is, of course, Bianca. So she'll carry on to the next round, and also... next week we'll do some more voting on some more random villagers, so check that out. And check me out on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and all that stuff. I think I'm having such a great time like streaming and doing all that stuff, so I'd love to see you guys there in the future. But I gotta go, I'm super hungry, and I'll probably be on Splatoon later if you guys want to play, if anybody wants to hang out or whatever. So either way, guys, thanks for stopping by. Have a great night, have a great week. And I will catch you on the flippity flip.